Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen. It is I, Shalom Blac, and maybe you can call me Corella Cheetah. As you guys can see, I'm in a different setting, from the usual. I am actually at my friend's Levy by CK studio, and she's actually a fashion designer. This dress right here, as you guys can see, this one was actually worn by Janet Jackson. Yes, you heard that. I have my cousin that just came from Nigeria. She's fresh off the boat, accent thick as hell. But I love it. I remember the first time I stepped into this country, it was very exciting, and my accent was thick as hell. You guys can still hear my accent off and on, and I do not do it on purpose, honestly. It's just some certain stuff that I try to pronounce. I have my accent with me, and I love it. My cousin actually had brain tumor, so going through the procedures, hospital, she actually ended up losing her hair, and her hair is actually growing back, but she doesn't know what to do with it. And she just loves the fact that I am able to, embrace this bald-headed head. And I asked her, do you want me to shave off your hair? I think it's just hair, right? It grows back. And I know it's something that a lot of us, hold close to our heart, but I don't want you to be afraid. And I'm not telling anybody to go off and start chopping up your hair. If your hair defines who you are, then by all means. And if it doesn't, whatever, just don't let any of that define who you are as a person. Okay guys, so here we have
Joy Marcus.
This is my little cousin. We actually grew up in Nigeria together before I moved here when I was like 11 years old. And how old were you then?
I think 6.
Yeah. I don't really remember. But we used to always play together, and I remember I would go to Christmas at their house instead of staying at my house because I don't like staying home.
So I had brain tumor 2009, and it was kind of so rough because I had migraine headaches and convulsions. So I had my surgery 2013, and after then I had to go for radiotherapy because the growth,
radiotherapy?
Yeah. Because the growth grew back. It grew back again after the surgery.
What, the tumor?
Yeah, the brain tumor.
Okay.
It came back. So I had to go for radiotherapy, and that took my hair because my hair was, let me not say my hair was long, but it was kind of okay. Mm-hmm. But after the radiotherapy, I lost all my front hair because they were sending the rays through the side and the back of my head. So I lost hair, the areas where the radiotherapy was done.
How did you identify with your hair, like before you lost it? Was it something that defined you as a person? Like it was important to have hair?
Yeah. And I felt bad because in my family I had hair growing up, and just to lose the hair from radiotherapy, it was really bad. I felt really sad.
I feel like I can really relate to that because obviously I lost my hair too. So when I got burned and I didn't have any hair, I became very insecure about that. I felt ugly. My hair was everything, and losing it was like ridiculously, life-changing because you just never picture, especially being so young, How do you feel about me chopping your head basically completely bald? Because when you said yes, I was just like, wait, is she serious? Because at first I was like joking.
Yeah, but I'm ready to do it. I feel okay.
Do you think you're gonna feel good when you do it? And are you going to like cover it up after, or are you going to, just wear it?
I think I'm gonna wear it. I'll look good in it.
Yeah, I think you'll look good in it because we kind of have like the same head shape, so I think she's gonna look amazing in it. You look great anyway. One thing I always tell my cousin, she's freaking stunning and she's so tall. This is a model right here, supermodel. Give it to her. So we are just gonna be going zap on this hair, okay? Look at it. Mohawk. Woo woo! Show them your mohawk, girl.
Oh my god, it's empty. Like, oh, there's no hair. It's like
It feels like mine. Feel mine?
oh my, it's true. It's like 20. Yeah. Oh my god, it feels so good.
Alright, so we are all close and personal right now. We're gonna get right into working with this beautiful face. So what I'm going to be doing is recreating the makeup look that I have on me, on her. As you guys know, the video is basically recreating somebody into you. So whoever wants to be the next Shalom Blac and you are ready to get your hair shaved, hit me up or comment down in the comment section down below. I don't know who the hell wants to do that, but hey, I'm open to it. If you want to do it, we could do it. See, she doesn't even have brows, just like me. Don't got no brows. For the eyeshadow look, I actually used the new Morphe x James Charles palette to create the look that I have on me right now. So since I did not do like a full dedicated video of this palette, I wanted to make sure I include it into this video so you guys can just see how it works. I personally love it. So a huge congrats to James again for this amazing palette. You did a great job. So yeah, with no further ado guys, we're just gonna get right into this makeup look. And this is hydrating moisturizer, and I love putting this on the skin because it honestly really helps the makeup and your skin too. Just makes the skin look very glowy, so do not skip on that moisturizer. I'm going to be taking the Tatcha Silk Canvas Primer. This is my favorite primer. I've been using it and I've been raving about it. So make sure if you're looking for a primer that's long lasting, that's going to give your makeup a really good look, you try this primer. So for the foundation today, I am actually going to be mixing two foundation. I'm going to be using the Makeup Forever Matte Velvet Skin Foundation in the shade R560, so R560, and I'm going to be mixing that with the Becca Cosmetic Ultimate Coverage Foundation in the shade Chestnut, and just, you know, apply it on her skin. What we're using is the new Huda Beauty the Overachiever Concealer, and this is in the shade Chestnut, and I'm putting that underneath her eyes, the bridge of her nose, her chin, and above her lips, and a little bit on her forehead. Hey, who's blowing up the phone? And a little bit on her forehead to highlight, and then I'm going to be using my beauty blender to blend this out. Actually, I'm not using a beauty blender, I'm using a sponge, but this is actually from Ofra Cosmetics. When I do my concealer, I do like to let the concealer sit for a bit. So while that is sitting, I am gonna go ahead and start doing my eyebrows. And the reason why I'm doing this eyebrows now is because I actually forgot to do the eyebrows, but usually the eyebrows is the first thing that I do. So I just added the Becca Ultimate Coverage Concealer, and this is in the shade Magnet, just to kind of give the concealer a much highlighted look. And now I'm going to be taking the Fenty Beauty Matchstick in the shade Espresso for her contour. So what I like to do is use the Laura Mercier translucent powder in medium deep to set the under eye, because I feel like for dark skin this just gives me a very nice look that's not super crazy or dramatic like that, so I really like that. And I'm using the sponge to do so. To set the rest of the face, I like to use the Makeup Forever micro finishing powder in the shade 03, and this just gives you honestly like a filter looking skin. I love it, and it doesn't change the color of your foundation or concealer. So I'm gonna go ahead and just get that, bam bam bam, and start pressing that to the rest of the skin. Look how beautiful her skin looks. It still looks so healthy. You know what I'm talking about? Like, look how healthy and beautiful the skin still looks. I mean, this is gorgeous. So we're gonna get into the eye makeup, but before I do that, I'm gonna go in with a powder underneath her eyes, so that any fallout that we get, because this palette does, sad to say, but it does actually have fallout, especially on the shade that I use. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply this powder underneath her eye so it doesn't mess up the makeup, and when we are done with the eye makeup, we can just dust it off. So go ahead and look up. The first shade I'm going to be taking on the lid is this blue shade called Cola, and I'm just pressing that right on the center of the eyelid. And then I'm going to be taking Playground and blend that right above. Okay, so I'm going to be taking Spooky, which is the black eyeshadow, and I'm putting that right on the crease to define the eyelid. So I'm going back into Kool-Aid, and I'm basically applying that on the bottom lash line. So all the colors that I use on the top lid, I'm going to be using it on the bottom now. And this is going to create that smoky eye effect. And now I'm going to be going in the shade Cape Cold, and I'm putting that on the center of the lid. I am going to spray it a little bit with my makeup spray, and just go ahead and put that lip down. So I'm going to be taking Hello next, and I'm putting that on the center of Cape Cold. And that's just gonna even make it look so much more brighter. So right now I'm using the shade No Bean to contour her nose and also the side of her face, so you know, bring back some color and just chisel the face. I love how this palette basically has everything. You have eyeshadow, you have blush, you have contour shade, literally everything for you. So this is like probably one of the best palettes to take when you're traveling with you. I know it's huge, but I feel like it covers mostly everything. And I'm just putting that blush on the apple of her cheeks, and I'm working it into that contour because I like when my contour has some color in it. So just working it in. For my highlight today, I'm going to be using the new Artist Couture Diamond Luxe Luminizer in the shade Honey Dip to highlight her nose and to highlight her face and her nose. So I'm going to be lining up her lips with the Makeup Forever Artist color pencil in the shade Limitless Brown, and then I'm going to be using the Fenty Beauty lip gloss in, what shade is this? Gloss Bomb, and I'm just gonna pop that on top. Okay guys, so we are basically done with the transformation, and we have switched into our outfits. You know, we don't have the same matching theme, but we got the leopard going on, and we got the matching earrings too, and the nail. Ooh, that's it. Your nose is like colorful. Wait, this nail doesn't even have anything. Don't look at that. It's fine. But guess what, guys? She hasn't seen herself yet, so I feel like this is a little creepy because, oh my god, you ready?
No.
You're not?
Wait. I'm ready.
Here you go.
I'm ready.
Take it. Look at it.
Oh my god. I'm gonna cry. This looks so... I don't know what to say. Oh my... I look so good. I look... Sis, thank you. Oh my god.
She calls me sis. Oh, I don't think I want to see another Shalom Blac. Guys, I'm not doing another Shalom Blac makeover. No. Imagine a whole room. But I do want to see this. Like a whole room. Like at least 100 people. The same makeup, bald. I need to see that. But anyway, so what do you think about this new look? Of course, you don't have to keep it. Your hair is going to grow back. And if you want to keep, your hair growing back, or if you want to shave it, it's all up to you. This is just fun. So what do you think about your little new look?
For the hair, I'm keeping this look. I love it. Like, I've never done something like this, but just looking at myself in the mirror, I'm in love with this look. And I look so different tonight. Like, I look different. I don't know what to say.
Do you feel different?
I feel different.
In a good way?
In a good way, yeah. I feel different.
I'm so glad. Of course, I'm going to have to give you guys some montage. But before we get into that montage, I just want to say a huge thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you like it, give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel and click on the bell so you're notified when I do post new videos such as this. And whoever wants to get their hair shaved off, comment down below, because honestly, I'm loving this. I want to keep shaving people's hair off. Livy, you next?
I don't know.
But anyway, guys, thank you, and let's get into the montage.